what could be worse than fighting back the hordes of extraterrestrials and spirits? Well, DanDaDan's about to show us, because the drudgery of common life, misconceptions, misconstruements, and interpersonal relationships are the bane of our existence. Because when a childhood friend and initial crush now comes barging into the story, what could possibly go wrong? But also mainly because it's, well, shown off in the opening credits. That's really a big factor of it. I don't believe he's going anywhere anytime soon. And either a hapless victim that gets pulled into a lot of moments and issues that the team have, or an invaluable asset that joins them. But to find out, gonna have to watch it. So, let loose your faculties, sit down and just try to enjoy more DanDaDan. Oh yeah. God, keep the impression going. Almost forgot that part. So, do you think she's ever going to answer the door like that in the future? But I do like the dynamic of everything. You can see that Okarun is highly inquisitive about everything that's going on, like a new person who after what's going on, and yet she was staring at him. And I guess the grandmother just having her usual demeanour. A proper guy. I see. Proper. Priceless. He's a bit of a character, I see. So, if you wanted energy levels, you've got it in this character in spades. Does she appreciate that flattery? But, yeah, letting himself in. Well, that's not going to hurt the dynamic, is it? How many poses and cups of sugar does that guy live on? Her army is ever growing. Yes, that is entirely it. In leagues with Odin. Oh, she's dropped the impression pretty quick. Is the grandmother okay with that? And does that mean there's no time for... What was that sprint? But does that mean there's no time for lunches and dinners together anymore? Now that he feels a little third wheel and everything. God, the pitiful walk and the hunch. It's going to take about 4 weeks to get home at this rate. Yep, no, I fully understand this sequence of events. Use your words. But does the... What? Why, put it off, I guess. This isn't a farewell. And with that, neither of them feel any better. This is the most uncomfortable, unbroken silence I've experienced in a while. Yeah, there is an explanation owed, but also, is he not going to say anything about the living cat in the background? Or living china cat? Ceramic? He doesn't seem too off-put by that. So yeah, they're in hospital. And if it means annoying her granddaughter more and... then yeah, she's going to be all for it. But she's tempted to make exceptions. Yeah, she's definitely a grandmother. Just keep bringing the food out. I see that he's not really ever changed. Huh? He can be sincere. Ah. Yeah, okay, that... Wait, what? Well, no, it's a valuable part in what could be coming, but also... If he can see ghosts... Yeah, it's a nice looking little forest. Does it have anything to do with his parents being hospitalised? But also for him being here. Are these photos that he's taken? Like, what is that trying to portray? Oh, amazing. Everyone wants to see down the depths of the toilet. Wow, this is creepy. And when it finally knew that it had been witnessed. So this spirit or whatever is sapping them. Well, considering he's still worried, they didn't do a very good job. 3 different modes of getting out of it, but yes, she will be his salvation. If he can see ghosts, that's the start of being able to do something about it himself. But yeah, actually having a change of heart because of... Oh, I can see ghosts now, so that I'm going to regret my previous actions. Not sure how they really coincide. I think she does have a bat after all. Alright, yeah, this is in the outskirts in the forest. Please don't point those at me. Can they take any extra help? Don't have to do any more impressions. I'm sure she'll be at least somewhat up for that. Taking along 2 spiritually aligned helpers might be useful, though. One of them would be very easy to bring along, actually. anyway to stop the demon's army from growing more. I think bringing in a character like this who is 110% at all times really brings up the energy of the group, where they needed someone that to offset Okudin's disposition. And maybe having like an annoying Tumblr user amongst the group is just what they need. That's an introduction if I've ever seen one. He's gonna make so many friends. Is anyone going to change their perception? Just no one heard about his parents, by the way. He's heartbroken about his family dynamic at the minute, but, you know. No, we are not. She's falling to his spell. Doesn't it get exhausting acting like this? How would you describe it? And for various reasons, please explain. I mean, everything he's saying is technically correct. She is standing up for their honor. That's what you need in a friend. Ah, appropriate lesson. But then again, he also said to everyone that he ever sees, and probably potted plant given the opportunity. I was expecting him to scream and interrupt the class just then. His imagination really... Oh, I like the piano going off key. His imagination really getting the better of him. That was a simple to animate little scene. Probably saved some money and time. I like that. It gives you the zoom out of the desk, seeing the weights underneath, to lead into this scene. Good storytelling. You can tell what was coming up as well. If not a bush, he's nothing. If you know that video, you know. Yeah, he needs all of the coaching and attention as possible. Well, he needs a high-protein diet of all of that exercise he's going through. Hand feed? Well, that's interrupted lunch plans. Milk? Huh. Right, we've had enough of milk in the past episode, so yeah, okay, sure, and we'll go with some yogurt now. The fact that she can be distracted and torn away so easily with dairy products. Is his own negative feelings going to birth their own monster? Huh? I mean, these biology lessons are getting a little too real. My school, I don't think we had an anatomical model. But why is it going on a, casual jog? I mean, you didn't really... I think I saw something shining there. Yeah, usually, mate, when people try to save someone, they don't push them into the line of fire. Yeah, she didn't have steady footing to really hang on anywhere there. And he's not talking about the model, is he? He has places to be. Yeah, one place where... What was that? Was that making sure that all of his clothes are still attached? Okay. Can't just leave a mess. Yes. But one place where he can't be matched, speed, so this seems like a good test. Tell me, Mr. Muscle Friend, why are you running? Well, someone's just lost Netflix. But yeah, one thing this show does is have songs like this and then cross and mix them with other... His heart's in the right place. Yeah, cross them and remix them together, old classical songs. Something that I'm right here for. And yeah, using this Gigi as like an extra air brake and a... Or stop, then yeah, he's found some use. Now, maybe if he stopped for a talk... Can he now reassemble it? That is an awesome... maybe not power, but aspect. But yeah, why exactly is he... Oh yeah, he can see ghosts, so he can see that, can't he? But why exactly is this thing running? Was it to, cover the side where he's been flayed? Maybe he was in love with a store mannequin, just needed to see her. Ah, she caught a bit of him before he managed to merge. I wonder what part of it was. A liver, maybe? Well, just keep squeezing, follow the screams. Ah, heart. It definitely stopped the blood flow a little. Be hard to keep running. If he had tear ducts, he'd cry. But get the ball back as well as try not to cause any damage around the town anymore. So he needed to get to this Hana before they were resigned to the trash heap. Huh. Why? Story as old as time. But also him now seeing it through the declaration of another. So I think the garbage dump is going to have a few new residents. Ooh. The stand proud moment. He's got a bit more resolution. If a plastic amalgamation of organs can do it, so can he. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have any much more to say that. If they didn't get involved, just let him run. Just let him get to the his Hana. Several people wouldn't now be needing to retile their roofs or repair basic infrastructure like the electricity cables. But yeah, they were chasing after him because thinking that he had one of Ocarin's balls, whether or not that's actually true or not, would be an easy and quick solution if it is. If it was the case, sure, give him life, but why the partner model as well? As far as weird occasions and occurrences, having a school anatomical model chase around town after his lost love isn't really high up there, which is really saying something. But as first days at school goes, Jizzy has had a hell of a day. Made a lot of friends and enemies. And I mean, it's good that he's attempting to make up for the past. You know, I used to make fun of you, and I've changed for the better now that I can see the dead. Is that why he's going above and beyond now, throwing himself and her into harm's way when the creature appears? Like in some warped form of trying to seek forgiveness. We'll have to find out, really. So, yeah. It's always the case, though, isn't it? You have some crush from years ago. They reappear into your life and they're annoying as hell. It's like, what the hell did I ever see in them? But a bundle of energy that doesn't seem to let people's comments or thoughts get to him. I can see that level of confidence being quite desirable. But of course, yeah, just a talk in the kitchen, having that moment of reflection and sincerity for once. He doesn't need to constantly put on the airs and put on the mask of being this larger-than-life character to hide his internal pain. One of them, at least, is going to have their work cut out for them. If the idea was to cut down on the number of allies that the devil can get, yeah, I don't think this one's really going to be easy to win over, considering he attacked Ocarina in the devil form immediately. So I'm just a regular person that can somewhat see spirits. Demon, stop it. Bad, put her down. Despite his over-the-top characterization of his own personality, I feel like I might like this character. Partly because I knew someone in real life who was kinda like this. And when you don't need to be around them 24/7, it can be somewhat entertaining. But it also has a training session for Momo, getting her spiritual powers and, well, her career lined up early. She can go around as a mercenary exorcist, if this one works out well. But what could the fungal growth petri dish of a spirit be wanting or needing? Is it going to be just misunderstood? Considering a lot of what we see in the backstory is they're somewhat evil in nature, but also with terrible origins. Might be nice to see one that is just all out and out evil, but then again, a little grey is where the interesting is. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, let me know. If you would want to wear extra weights, just put in some extra effort, you wouldn't be here watching anime. But I'm really glad you are. Seeing Ocarina do all that exercise really makes me think, I need to do something. I've really let myself down in that department recently. So, if you've enjoyed, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to not miss out future episodes. Maybe even join onto my Discord for notifications or votes, which they probably really need to... Yeah, I need to put one together. So we'll see. But for now, get yourself some rest, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one. I need to thank each and every one of my patrons to give me the energy to continue watching anime. I'm not throwing up peace signs and dancing around, but I think that's not why you're here. So, if you would like to continue watching along with me, and to make sure the channel doesn't fall under the spell of some spirit, consider joining onto my Patreon as well. But I really do need to thank Sal, Aegis TR, Guado, Kite, Reds Racer, Ultra Pouring, Wolfie Sensei, Zook, and everyone else. And with that, I really hope we can continue watching for many more days to come.